You don't know how to install a wig, do you? That's why you clicked in on this video? It's okay, sis. I ain't judging. I just know. It's okay. I used to be you, but I got you. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Hey besties, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Beyonce, and you can already tell by the title, you already know what we're getting into. Today I'm going to show y'all how I install my wigs. Disclaimer, I am not saying I am a pro. I'm not saying that I'm trying to teach you. I'm just saying this is how I do it, and I felt like enough people asked me, so why not tell y'all and show y'all how I do it. I have been wearing wigs for a while now, and I kind of got a gist of how you're supposed to do them and all the extra stuff, but also I kind of got a gist on how to finesse them, because sometimes you don't get a good quality wig like you're supposed to, and you have to just make do what it do. So I'm just showing y'all some tips and tricks that I like to do whenever I install my wigs. But other than that, really quick, really simple, really easy. I'm telling y'all, it is beginner friendly, y'all. It is beginner friendly. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so cue voiceover. Y'all, bear with me, y'all, because this is my first time doing this, but I went ahead and applied makeup to the lace. I also went ahead and bleached and washed the wig before placing it on my head. Now I'm just going to take some alcohol and just clean the area where I'm going to apply my glue. I want to make sure that I get any excess dirt, makeup, or anything from my forehead and make sure it's a clean surface before I apply any glue. Now I'm going to take some lace glue of your choice. I think right here I'm using the Ghost Bond, and I'm just going to start applying my layer of glue around my hairline. I'm going to take a flat surface of anything that I can use to spread the glue into thin layers onto my hairline. I want to make sure that it's as clean as possible and also as thin as possible. Now you can see that I'm cutting my tabs. Usually I do this before I lay the wig, but I do it after I lay the first layer because I want to ensure that I allow the first layer of glue to fully dry clear. Notice how it's dried clear. You don't see any white around my hairline. Now I'm just going to repeat the process and go through a second time with my second layer of glue. And you notice how I'm taking my time in ensuring that all of the glue is politely spread. Then, as you can see here, it's dried clear. Then I'm going to do my third and last layer. Now I am pulling the wig up, starting from the middle and then pushing down as I'm pulling, holding it and then grabbing the other ends and going ahead and repeating that same process. I'm pulling and pushing down just to ensure that the lace is in the glue. Then I'm also going around pushing it in even tighter using my comb, and I'm combing the lace into the glue. This ensures a tighter grip in making sure that that glue is in the lace, but also that lace is down and secure, baby. We do not want it sliding back. And I'm just going to apply my wig band of your choice. Right now I'm using the thick one. I alternate between the skinny or the bigger one. The thick one is just for that first secure hold. Now I'm just, yeah, I'm feeling it, y'all. I just know it's about to eat. But anyway, after it's done being secure, I used it on for at least an hour, I would say. I think right here I left it on for maybe 45 minutes because I was in a time crunch. Just checking sure to make sure that all the ends are down and secure, and make sure that everything is down in that glue, y'all, glued down. Now I'm just gonna cut some tabs and pull back just whatever is that is too much glue that's glued down. Oh, sorry, too much lace that is glued down. I want to make sure that I'm cutting as close to the hairline as possible, but not cutting too much hair. Now, this is a very, very articulate step, so I do take my time, and I'm sorry that you guys really can't see much, but y'all, it was crucial. I had to get down in that mirror right there because I needed to see what I was doing to make sure I don't mess up. Now I'm just taking some glue and applying to the areas that really didn't catch, and I have to re-glue down. So to speed up the process, I am fanning it to cool dry. Listening to music, y'all, but I literally am trying my best to make sure this is a good install for y'all. Once that glue dries clear, I only do like one layer, I would say, and I just repeat the process but just in a smaller step. Use the end of the comb to push it into that glue, but also make sure that it's very secure and it's not going anywhere. Cleaning the lace just a little bit to get the glue off of my forehead, because yes, you can make a mess and put too much glue where you don't really need it. So I'm just making sure everything is clean and looks good. Yeah, close up, get into it. Here I am about to start styling it in a little bit. I'm just parting my hair. I know that a side part would eat with this, so I'm just working on my curve, and I think I'm just gonna pull my edges out just a little bit before I do another melt. This process took me a minute, so y'all bear with me because I am not good at parting my hair. I'm really not. Now I'm just pulling my edges out. These are my sideburns of my choice. I'm gonna pull my front edges out for both sides, and I'm practicing my edges, y'all, so I'm trying to apply edges in every single wig that I'm wearing just to get better at it. Now I'm taking my hot comb and I'm just ensuring that the edges that I have parted out is super, super flat and straight. Then I'm also going to hot comb the actual hair just to define the parts just a little bit more and make it look neater and cleaner. Now I'm taking some spritz and I'm just putting it on my lace. I'm going to do my second melt, so I'm just going to clip my hair back and apply the band exactly where I put the spritz. Now I'm just going to take each part at the top of my head, part it out, and we're going to hot comb it down. I'm using my wax stick to apply some extra holds. And we're going to hot comb this until it is flat, okay? We want to ensure that the install looks professionally done and it looks neat and clean and flat. You don't want no bulky wig, y'all. I'm telling y'all, you don't want a bulky wig. As you can see here, I'm very particular about my part and how the top of my head looks. So yes, I did go in on this top part like OD. I went in, y'all, because I do not want it bulky at the top of my head. I want it to look cute, clean, very much look like I paid somebody to do this, okay? Now, obviously what you do to one side, you do to the other. So I went ahead and made sure that the shorter end of my part was also straight and hot combed down. Now I'm just taking some water and I'm spraying the hair. This is a deep wave unit, so I'm spraying the hair just to get the curls activated, and by the time it dries, it's going to be beautiful, luscious curls, okay? I'm taking some mousse and I'm applying it as well with the water, and I just repeat these steps until I get the desired look that I'm going for. So I'm going to go back in with some more water, more mousse until I'm satisfied. Now that I'm done with that, I clip my hair back, take off the lace band. Oh, I'm sorry, take off the wig band, and I'm going ahead and cutting my edges and curling them down so I can begin styling them. This is a hard process for me because I am still learning, as I mentioned before. So it did take me a little bit of extra time trying to get this how I needed it to be. And when I tell you that I am not a pro at this. I tried my best. Let me tell you, it is one of the things that I dread doing on my wigs, but I keep trying just so I can get better at it. I'm clearly talking to myself because I just know for a fact that it's not looking how I want it to look. Yes, sometimes you may not cut enough or you feel like you need to cut more just to get the desired curl that you would like. So I did go in and cut a little bit more off of my edges because they were a little bit too long to style the way I wanted them to style. However, that backfired on me because it would not curl again and it would not stay down after I was combing it out so many times. And I try to do this process without product on it at first, except for maybe spritz. Because y'all, when you put mousse on there too early, it's just gonna get sticky and hard before you're even done styling it. I got a little frustrated, so I just cut that part out and locked in. But as you can see here, I took some concealer and like a small makeup brush that people use for, I would say, maybe eyeshadow. And I just brush it on the end of the concealer. I'm not squeezing any concealer out. I'm just getting the tip with product on it and I'm applying it to my lace. That is what's going to define the part and make it just pop and look a little bit cleaner once you're finished. I repeat this process until it looks as perfect as I want it to look. This is a very crucial step in my opinion because it's what makes the lace looks like it's yours. Like it makes it look so natural, so clean, so neat by the time you're finished. Now I'm just going to use my Ruby Kisses and apply it to the lace where I feel like it could use a little bit more of a skin tone color, just to erase some of that white cast and make it look more natural, like it's coming from the scalp. As you can see, this is the final result. I was in love with it by the time I finished. I hope you guys are too, but that's it for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was very helpful to you all. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what you guys think. I'm always interactive with my peoples. Feel free to follow all my socials as well. They're in the description box down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, what up, Cinco? Yeah.